In cloud computing, there are different ways resources like storage and compute are delivered to us. These are called service models. They define how responsibilities are shared between the user and the cloud provider. From our previous videos, we know that cloud computing is simply the delivery of IT resources, such as storage, over the internet on a pay-as-you-go basis. This means instead of owning and managing your own data centers, you simply rent what you need from cloud providers. But how are these rented resources actually delivered to us? This brings us to the three types of cloud computing service models. That's the infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and software as a service. Let's start with infrastructure as a service. Imagine you've built a website, but it's locally hosted, meaning it only runs on your computer and no one else can access it. You want it to go public so that anyone around the world can visit it over the internet. So you rent a compute resource, that's a virtual environment, from one of these cloud providers to host your website. This virtual environment is like an empty computer. You'll have to configure it to perform the function you want, which in this case is website hosting. You are responsible for installing the operating system, the web server, and any other software you might need. Meanwhile, the cloud provider manages the physical infrastructure, things like data security, server maintenance, and ensuring their system runs smoothly. To understand this better, let's use a simple analogy. Think of the cloud provider as a landlord and you, the user, as a tenant. The landlord's responsibility is to make sure the building is safe, the taps are running, and the electricity works. The tenant, on the other hand, is responsible for everything inside their apartment, deciding who visits, how to decorate, and which appliances to even buy. So just as the tenant manages everything within their room, the user manages everything inside the rented virtual environment. And just as the landlord maintains the building, the cloud provider handles everything about the physical infrastructure. With platform as a service, you, the user, don't need to worry about setting up or maintaining the virtual environment. The cloud provider gives you a ready-made environment with the operating system, runtime, and development tools already in place. All you have to focus on is your code. You simply rent that service from the cloud provider and concentrate on building the application you want to develop. These kind of services are perfect for application developers who want to skip the setup and get straight to coding. Now, back to our analogy. This time, not only is the landlord responsible for maintaining the building, but he also manages everything inside your room, more like a furnished apartment. He provides the furniture, appliances, and even decorations, and might even have a say in who you bring into the room. All you do as the tenant is bring your personal belongings, settle in, and use what's already provided for a comfortable stay. So here, the landlord, your cloud provider, takes care of both the physical infrastructure and the virtual environment, while you, the tenant, simply focus on your applications, using the tools and resources the provider has already set up. Finally, we have software as a service. With this model, the cloud provider offers an already built and ready-to-use application directly to end users. Think of it as the provider building their own app and making it available for you to use immediately. A common example is Gmail. Gmail is a software as a service application developed by Google for end users. There is no setup, no coding, and no management required. You simply create an account and start using it. Instead of downloading these applications onto your local machine, you can access them online by just logging in. Another relatable example is Google Docs. You log into your account, use the application to create and edit documents, and when you are done, you simply sign out. So with software as a service, the cloud provider takes care of everything from infrastructure to the application itself, while you, the user, just focus on using the application to get your work done. I'm sure most of us are wondering why we are learning all this. Where do these service models even fit in our cloud journey? Well, knowing them lets you understand the different levels of responsibility and convenience the cloud offers. It also lets you know the appropriate service to choose for any given task. In our next video, we'll dive into AWS, create an account, and walk through the management console step by step. See you there, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out. Thanks for watching.